We often go about our daily lives seeking and wishing for various things, believing that acquiring new or convenient items will bring us joy and satisfaction. However, do these material things alone truly bring us happiness? In Buddhism, the concept of Sho-yoku Chi-soku, or the virtue of having little desire and contentment, has long been taught as a way to cultivate an inner sense of gratitude and satisfaction. This mindset, it is believed, illuminates the path to true happiness. Our story centers around a young man living in a small village. He lived simply amid the rich beauty of nature, with only the essentials to sustain him. Though his life was modest and far from the glamour of city life, he found tranquility in the support of family and friends. One day, however, a traveler visited his village and told him stories of the city. The city, he learned, was filled with countless things and people living joyfully surrounded by abundance. A spark of curiosity and longing was lit in his heart, and he thought, if only I could live like that, surely I would be much happier. This newfound desire gradually grew into a stronger craving, and he began feeling discontent with the quiet, simple life he had always known. With that, he decided to leave his village and seek a new life in the city. Filled with hope and anticipation, he set off to experience the allure of city life. Upon arrival, he marveled at the tall buildings, lavishly dressed people, and bustling streets. Everything he saw appeared rich and vibrant, dazzling his eyes. This is the life I've been seeking, he thought, and he became consumed with the idea of achieving success in the city. In time, the young man grew accustomed to city life and worked hard to obtain as many material things as possible. Yet, despite his efforts, he could not find true contentment. No matter how much he acquired, he was always left wanting more, and his heart remained restless, filled with anxiety. He realized that he was merely being swept away by the relentless demands of city life, and he felt increasingly worn out and estranged from any sense of peace. One day, feeling mentally and emotionally exhausted, he wandered to the edge of the city and came across a small temple. Surrounded by trees and shrouded in a serene quietness far from the city's noise, the temple seemed like another world entirely. A single monk was there, carefully tending to the garden. His calm, composed presence contrasted starkly with the city folk who constantly chased after more. The young man approached the monk and asked, "How is it that you seem so content here, even though there is nothing around you?" The monk replied with a gentle smile, "It's only when we feel a sense of lack that we think we have nothing. But we are already blessed with many things, the breeze we feel, the sunlight, and the simple fact that we are alive today. When we find joy in such small things, our hearts become naturally fulfilled." As he listened, the young man began reflecting on how he had been chasing after things, focusing only on what he lacked. The possessions he had acquired in the city brought material richness but failed to provide any deep satisfaction. The monk continued, "Sho-yoku Chi-soku, or having little desire and being content, doesn't mean having no desires at all. As long as we live, it's natural to want things. But when our desires grow too strong, they bring anxiety and attachment, which lead to suffering. That's why it's important to find happiness in what we already have." The young man felt a lightness in his heart, realizing that the things he had been pursuing in the city provided only fleeting satisfaction. Spending more time with the monk, he began to find quiet happiness in everyday moments and experienced a growing sense of inner peace. His cravings subsided, and his heart learned to appreciate the Sho-yoku Chi-soku's mindset. From then on, the young man found joy in simple pleasures and embraced gratitude for the things in his life. Released from the pressures of city life and competition, he stepped into a new chapter, one filled with a serene contentment. Each day, he came to recognize the profound happiness that lay in the everyday beauty surrounding him. For us, too, whenever we feel a sense of lack, taking a moment to pause and appreciate the things right in front of us can be transformative. From daily routines and the presence of loved ones to the blessing of health and life itself, such gratitude nourishes our hearts. While pursuing external gains can have its place, the Buddhist teaching of Sho-yoku Chi-soku reminds us to cherish what we have, as that brings true richness and tranquility to life. Through this story, we learn the value of looking within and being content with what we already have. No matter how much we obtain, without inner fulfillment, satisfaction remains out of reach. When we cherish what is present in our lives, even modest desires can lead to true happiness and peace. The young man, who returned to his village and learned to appreciate simple joys, found his life now filled with a quiet richness. Freed from material comparisons and the relentless pursuit of more, he experienced a calm, lasting satisfaction he had never felt before.